Hey! Wow,
This
that's
is
like the
so
dumbest
stupid.
thing. That's like the dumbest thing. No offense. Thanks, Cruel Fang. It's on.
The
You're on. I've got
dumbest
ads.
workaround ever.
God damn, that is like so fucking stupid, Prism. Or Twitch. Not Prism's fault, Twitch's
No,
fault.
no, actually, it is Prism. It's just also Twitch.
Because
It's
Twitch made
both.
changes without notification, so that patches could.
Everybody's dumbass fault.
Right.
All the dumbasses.
I mean, OBS is working fine.
Yes, it is.
My current shit is still
Okay.
interacting with Zomboid, so if I change scenes while I've got Zomboid up, it crashes Zomboid.
Okay, guys. Well, this has been a rough start to this Twitch stream. Hi. If you don't know me, my name is Matt the Hat. We can stop sharing that thing. Okay. Yep. we're just gonna start to our Kingmaker Pathfinder 2 campaign here. It looks like Twitch is doing Twitch things and updating stuff and not telling anyone and having all
Nicer
of the
than me.
programs that use it to be fun and exciting and all the things. And, we are here to entertain you with wonderful shenanigans of role playing and enjoying our time together. I apologize to all my players for being half an hour late with all of the things. I literally streamed yesterday and everything was perfectly fine. As some of you are aware, because some of you were there, we did fine. And today, no, you can't have that. It's too good for you to have that. We must stop you.
You can. You just have to click like you mean it.
Yeah, yes. The fix was thanks to Cruel Fang. Shout out here to Cruel Fang. Cruel Fang. There. Shout out to him.
Sorry,
because he
I
fixed
was hitting go live a lot.
Yes. So we clicked go live lots and lots of times. I didn't have to get my auto clicker out. But we did have to press it a lot of times.
For those who are wondering, I've had a lot of candy, so I have lots of energy. But
great.
It's entirely possible I'm gonna crash.
Cool. Well, enjoy that.
Maybe avoid the sugar from now on.
So last time,
yeah, it's bad on both ends.
We had a kingdom turn, and then we decided. If we don't want more death and mayhem, we need to hunt down this owlbear.
Yep. Kill owlbear.
And so we have come to this cave. No, none of us are very happy. We've come to this cave. And we fought a tree, an infested shambler, which upon death has spewed out centipede swarms, because that's what it was infested by.
Not to mention, somebody's great pick is also destroyed.
No, not for long.
It's not destroyed.
Damn it!
It's just kind of.
The haft shattered.
No. It's fine. It's just kind of floppy right now.
It's just kind of floppy. So what we're gonna we can soon fix that. We can soon fix that. And so what we're gonna do, in Matt and the Hat style here, we are going to ignore the AP for a minute. We're just gonna ignore it. It doesn't matter, right? So we love Paizo, we love the developers of Kingmaker. We really appreciate their excellent work, and it really is freaking excellent work. There's a massive freaking book here. It is absolutely bristling with awesome content. However, we're never gonna get to this if we don't cut some, okay? It's just not gonna happen. So, I apologize, and I thank you, developers, for the amazing product. And I am very happy that I spent money on this. And but I am going to be pruning here and getting us to some content because that's what we're here for. We're here to tell a story, and so we're going to tell a story together here on stream, live chat. And so what I thought was, and this is something that we can modify and tell together, folks. Those of you that are watching, those of you that are playing, you can contribute to this story. So if you don't like any particular ideas that I've got, or if you've got something better or a different pitch, please feel free to let us know, okay?
Use channel points.
Yeah, we don't need channel points for this. What I'm thinking is that these centipede swarms are instead going to show us some story, well, half story beats here. And instead of embracing us in another sweet, sweet battle, of which we have, just been hitting our heads against the brick brawl with just more and more battles. What I'm thinking is that they, as they emerge, are gonna skitter away, and they're gonna skitter away to the north east here, because they can smell something that is slightly more rotting than live bodies, but is still able to be consumed. Actually, one of them's going to skitter this way because it smells something that way. The other is going to skitter this way. And they disperse.
Well, thank Torag for that.
We have fungi that are writhing about. These are unable to move. Okay? It says so
Don't
here.
step on those.
What's the
But
range?
they have a reach of 10 feet, so
Okay.
it may be that we're going to have to do some stuff. So we are still going to be in initiative, but I'm telling a story. Okay, we're telling a story together, and wherever something seems not maybe as important, we're going to tell the story first. Okay. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna still create an encounter, but the oops.
I walked in.
You can feel free to roll initiative just to see. Thank you, Cruel Fang. I gave you a shout out earlier. Thank you for the tech support.
Thank you,
Sorry,
Cruel Fang.
sorry it came all of a sudden. I appreciate you, buddy.
Oh, we all appreciate him for sure.
No, not raging with this one. Still says I've got 9 rounds of rage remaining from the last one. So.
Well, that rage didn't really help your great pick.
Yeah. Alright, we've got
I get the feeling.
Lindsay, Lucas, Keldor,
Just-
Varar. Just need Thecard.
Where's Lindsay?
Outside?
Okay. Ah, all right. Should I bring her in?
Not before Thecard rolls initiative.
Let's go, Deckard. Move your buttocks.
How that pushes a button.
Oh, sorry, my mic was
Sure.
muted.
Okay.
Yeah, sorry, I rolled perception accidentally.
Ah, that's fine. You're all good. Right, while we're waiting for that, we'll just set him to later. Lindsay is going to move through.
No.
Deckard, can you not hear Matt?
Yeah.
I'm next to seem to be responding to anybody. Hello? DM?
Hey,
Okay.
He needs an
Ooh,
initiative from you.
we thought you went deaf for a minute.
yeah, I did. It was having issues with audio. You know,
Oh,
it's fun when stuff
jinkies.
happens like that. Sorry.
Oh, don't worry, it's fine. Yeah, just when you can roll initiative.
Thank you. Brilliant.
Look at you and your nat 20.
Christ, man.
Not the time I need that.
So,
It's not an
Thecker,
attack roll.
we are in turn-based mode, but what you decide to do and the story that we're telling doesn't need to be exact combat, or it can be partial combat or whatever else you want to make it, okay? We're working on a story. What do these characters do? These sorts of things. So the situation, real quick. We are in a cave. We know that there's an owlbear in here. We also know that there are some shriekers. Let me just reveal this and this. Okay. This represents the shrieker that is making a hell of a racket. It is making a shrieking noise that is audible, deafening screech that is loud enough to deafen creatures within 30 feet. That's how loud this is. So that's screaming, and we have writhing violet fungi that cannot move, but their tentacles are striking out blindly at whatever passes, and the centipede swarms have skidded off, one to the south and one to the north. They are where they are right now, and I will roll initiative for them, but they are doing other things, okay? So you got to remember that initiative doesn't mean things are always directly attacking us. There could be other things that are happening. Does that make sense to everybody?
Yep.
Yes, sir.
And what I'm going to do for ease is I'm going to tell a story about these violet fungi, which is if anyone comes in range, it'll be a reaction rather than an action for them to strike out so that we don't have to count them in initiative, okay? It just makes things simpler and easier. So that's how I'm going to play this. So, Thekard, it's your turn first. How do you want to respond to this situation with things screaming? If there's an owlbear in here, it hasn't come out. If it is asleep, it's not going to be asleep for long with that racket.
Maybe we need to return to the entrance. And perhaps that would be better than entering in and having our ears bleed.
Can we destroy those things?
Yeah.
Mayhaps. You can attempt to.
What?
But it sounds like it may be a problem with them already screaming.
My hammer, and then I'm gonna point at the shrooms.
I'm going to hold up my pick and you're going to watch it do the limp dick over sideways. I'm going to go, like, have at it.
I'm gonna point at the flying claw thing you've got on your waist.
It's not my turn yet.
Well, I will ready to throw a lightning bottle if something hostile comes within range.
Get you a bottle of defoliant.
To what?
Ready a
Get you a
lightning.
bottle of defoliant, Agent Orange.
That would work.
Ready a lightning in case something comes in range. Gotcha. Lindsay is going to move up. And she's She's going to make a nature check to recall knowledge. Doesn't recall knowledge at this point. So she's not sure. She says, let's see what her cantrips are. She's moved, she's recalled knowledge. She cast Inspire Courage. She says,
Fuck yeah.
she says, we have come across worse. Stay true to yourselves, companions. Let's get rid of all of this that is going on and defeat the owlbear, and I'll tell a mighty story. 44. He sure can. And that is Lindsay's turn. Then the centipedes swarm up to the north, skitters to further to the north and to the east, and you hear the sound of a lot of sickening squirming, the sound of sickening biting and crunching and squelching coming from.
Can I see what they're eating? I can see them, but can I see what they're eating?
Yeah, so let me. There you go.
That looks like spiders.
Yep. Sure does.
Okay.
So there's just this swarm of centipedes writhing about up there, and a whole heap of little, medium-sized spiders. So as big as a
That does
person.
look like decently big spiders.
Ugh. And yeah, lots of biting and squelching and crackling and gross sounds coming from that direction. Lucas?
Stellar.
Okay, so I'm pretty sure, yeah, I've got my bow out. I do. Let's strategize.
Strategize shutting up the screen.
Strategize.
Ooh.
Yeah.
What are you
Nice.
shooting at?
Okay. What do I want to knock off guard? So I've got the Shrieker that's nearest to Caldor targeted.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna shoot that.
Okay. Make a shot.
Text version. Strike. Roll. 30 crit. The creature you hit is off guard to a designated creature,
Nice.
Caldor.
Can you do critical damage for me, please?
I will. Flip.
I don't think there's a mushroom there. What?
Why did the centipede take damage and not the thing I
Oh,
targeted?
not the centipede. Sorry, wait.
Sorry.
That one. It did.
Nice. Oh, it only took half damage.
One down.
Doesn't
Massive
like-
damage
doesn't
immediately
pierce.
kills it.
What happened? Oh, massive damage. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, and it only took 23, and that killed it. Interesting.
Next, let's target that. The other Shrieker
Mm-hmm.
and do the same
Shit.
damn thing.
Now, you might get a penalty because it's in the dark. Or is it concealed if it's in the dark and he has to make a flat check?
It's well, he can't even see it as far as I can tell.
I mean, it's barely within the gray. I can see what it is.
Can you click on it to actually target it with?
Yeah, I have it targeted right now.
Hmm.
I
So you can
can't.
see it, but it's obscured.
Nope. It's 55 away. It's 55 feet away.
Where is the light at the moment? Light's coming from
It's
thicket.
just outside the light. It's in the gray area.
You will need to pass a flat check to target it.
I'll take that. Which flat check?
It's
DC.
it
DC
is
12.
hidden, which means it's DC 10. Or
Okay, out of a D20. Okay.
Nope.
Oh, you asshole. Fine.
But you could move, yeah, because it's thicket that has the light.
Won't matter if you move
Yeah.
closer.
So you spent an action but can't target it. You've got one
Okay.
last action, I think. Although in this case, these are not included in your thing. So I think that's it for you. You don't have a investigation thing lead for these, right?
Yeah. No, technically.
Okay.
You salad toppings.
You killed one, so that's the
Okay.
main thing.
All right.
This
Is that too much?
centipede swarm will move off down to the south. You'll hear more squelching and ripping and
Crunching.
crunching. Kaldor. There's
Okay.
still one shrieker shrieking, and there are violet fungi writhing about, but they're unable to move.
Yeah, I'm gonna sudden charge.
Okay. On your way, this one will get an attack, but no others.
Even if I move, oh, does it have 10-foot reach?
Yeah.
Okay.
So it'll just be the one.
Okay.
And
Stay
it
for real.
absolutely misses. You just leap, you just sort of slide under as it sort of like slide through, easily getting there.
All right. And the sudden charge ends with a strike.
Sure does. Yep.
I just erased the shrieker. Oh,
Oh, is that all?
Yeah.
Go on.
the bow strike and that hammer strike did about the same.
So bludgeoning and piercing both have half effect.
It's probably just got damage reduction all physical.
Either way, you kill it and it stops screaming. You've got one last
Okay.
action.
Move back to here.
Okay.
Actually, not quite that far. I want to be able to keep an eye down the hallway.
Okay. Bruh.
Actually, I take it back. Can I end my move like here instead?
You may.
Okay, because it's already swung, so now I
Okay.
can hit it on my turn.
Well, fuck. I'm looking around. I don't see anything that I want to actually hit. Maybe that one. So we're going to target this.
Mm-hmm. That's a crit.
Nice.
don't think these things are hard to hit. Oh boy.
Was that critical damage?
No, I clicked the wrong one. Hold on. But thank you. There.
That's
Significantly better.
yeah, it's a little bit more.
Yeah. 8 or 20. Yep.
I mean, they're about the same thing, right?
Your boomerang
What are you, an actuary for the
smacks
fucking
into it
IRS?
and then comes back into your hand. Anything else from you?
Clink. Which is still alive.
Is it turn at the end of your turn or immediately so that you can throw it again?
Immediate.
Nice. Might have to get that on this light hammer.
It's very good. Is that another critical hit? Sure is.
Yeah.
Boom.
Oh wow, I should probably unmute. You know, if I want people to hear what I say.
Yeah, probably.
It works better that way.
Anything else from you then, Ra?
I mean,
Throw it again. Throw it again. It's near death.
That's just a normal
Nice.
hit this time.
But that might do it.
You still do 8 damage. Oh,
So close.
How many ones did I roll in all that? I mean, I get it that first one didn't count because it got eliminated, but
Trey.
still.
Deckard, you have not had anything come in range for your reactions that you prepared, your action that you prepared, so that goes, inverted commas, wasted, but good job preparing it. Nothing's come in range. You have your turn again.
Of course. I should do a couple quick acid vials. This is one. So why? Oh, I know why. Perfect. Yeah. Sorry, just having to remember things.
So I have a question. While
And
he's
it's been a
doing that.
week.
I have a question while he's doing that. While I was doing all that typing, how much did you hear?
I mean,
Oh,
we
the
heard
typing? Yeah, we heard the typing.
Balls. Sorry.
You hit it.
Wait, it hits?
Yeah.
It's a mushroom.
That's how
It's not
low the
going
armor
anywhere.
class is.
It's not dodging.
What? I rolled a 2, okay? I wasn't expecting to hit when I roll a 2.
It's a fungus that's growing out of the ground.
Of plants.
It has 0 move.
Why does he take damage?
Because you're throwing acid at me.
No, I'm throwing it at this guy.
Uh-oh. Rip.
All right.
Oh.
Hang on.
I'm trying to not hit you. You're my buddy. I'm throwing up here. That's why I had this guy targeted. Trying to avoid you getting splashed.
And then another one.
That one.
For what it's worth, there's 4 of those things in here with us.
Yeah.
They're not they're immobile. I'm just gonna stand here and fucking keep throwing the boomerang at them until they all die.
Ooh,
Yeah, that's kind of the thought I had.
Can we let's save? I know we can't do it, but let's try to save all these high ass rolls for the owl bear.
It doesn't work that way.
And I'm
I know
done.
it doesn't. I'm just joking.
And
If only it did.
And as far as I'm
Right.
concerned, we only need to kill these north two, because we can avoid the south.
Yeah, we
No
can.
point killing the south two. It's a waste of our time.
All right. Well,
And besides, they're obviously a part of the cave's ecosystem. We shouldn't kill all of them.
she's going to target, and she's going to cast telekinetic projectile, and she's going to choose. Bludgeoning damage. Back.
crit.
Yep.
Splat, splat.
And then roll damage. It'll just be double. Okay. Boom. Whoops. Click on
Goddamn.
that one.
That's
That one.
Nothing. It's fine.
What? Click on that one. Damn it. Double. There. It's dead. Gone. Finished. Ended.
salad toppings.
So you just want to have the others writhing around and just avoid them? I'm going to end the encounter in that case.
Yeah, we're just
And
Well, I
you
was going
hear...
to finish that one off.
Yeah, you can finish it off. It's fine.
splat.
Splat. Yeah, you very quickly and very easily wade through these fungi, and you hear more squelching, cracking, coming from both the north and the south directions. Punching.
Awesome sauce.
Bro, we'll get
Are
straight
the
here.
spiders dead?
Hmm?
Are those spiders dead?
No.
Are they being eaten?
No, so the spiders are in combat with the centipede swarm.
Oh, they're fighting the centipedes. Okay.
Correct. So they're distracted.
Let
So
them
what-
be
what-
distracted by the centipede swarm.
Yeah.
Let's get the
What
fuck
I'm
out of here.
doing is I'm
Fuck that.
telling a story. I'm saying, hey, well, you could have gone there and had yet another encounter, but they're
No, thanks.
distracted.
Thank you. Matt, I love this. I love it. Less combat,
Same thing
Less
down
poss-
here.
less
No.
possibility.
You see the centipede swarm devouring a corpse down there.
Yummy.
There's a
Like-
corpse.
Humanoid corpse?
Yep.
I'll gesture towards Thecard. Thecard, do you want to burn that crap out down there? And I'll point towards the centipedes.
Burn that crap.
I think he means the vermin.
Sophisticated individual you are. It looks like there's plants down there. What's wrong with the plants?
No, I'm
Vermin.
more worried about all the bugs eating the corpse there. Because when they get done with that corpse, they're going to want something else.
Do we need to be able to identify that corpse, though?
It
Yep.
might be too late.
It's a corpse. That's as
Okay.
far as I can identify.
I mean, I'm just wondering if there's like people from. I wonder if the owlbear has brought anybody back from our village, and maybe that's one of the villagers.
We don't know. You would have to go down there. Kaldor just sees a body. He's not able to identify it right now because there's a swarm of centipedes writhing all over it.
He's Bugman right now.
I mean, I don't have any fire currently prepared. I can expend some of the resources that I was keeping on hand to heal the party to do some fire down there if you so wish.
It doesn't have to be fire.
You said fire.
I just said bird.
You said burn is not burning fire.
Acid burn.
Sort of. It is more of an erosion effect than it is an actual burning effect. But I could throw some acid down there if you want. Where do you want it?
Semantic.
The swarm of bugs.
I
Can you
don't
not
see any bugs.
There's
To
a
your right,
giant
sir.
swarm right there,
To your right in front of Keldor.
directly
You
there.
just have to
There's
move
a
a little
giant
bit.
swarm of bugs right here.
Well, to be fair, he can't see it because the light isn't containing.
Oh.
Or now he can see it.
Oh, it's been moved. It was right there.
It was moved to show you that there was. But yes, technically, it would be here because it's currently swarming all over that corpse.
Nomming on a corpse. You missed.
So it did.
There you go.
Splashy, splashy.
7 damage.
It's a hit.
That's better. That might do it. It's deaded.
You
Wait,
said to attack it. So
God damn, dude. Like, how
Send
many
down
you
all the
throw?
damage.
It's dead.
3 of them.
All right.
So just boom, boom, boom.
By now, whatever that corpse was is thoroughly burnt
Unidentifiable.
and unidentified by acid.
That sucks.
I did as I was instructed.
You sure did.
now there's no more centipedes eating it.
I'm also.
Do we? Oh, what the hell is that? Oh God.
Just fixing.
It's like, oh God, what is that?
What's lunging at me? It's a joke.
Coming!
See,
They're
I've still,
centipedes.
I've still got nightmares from the other.
You do.
cave,
No one
whatever
else
they asked.
does. Yeah. So
Arnold.
What
you
cave?
you finish off the
Oh, you don't know.
the centipedes and you finish off the whatever corpse that was.
PTSD.
Whoops.
Should we go in there and search and see if there was anything on that corpse that is still available?
There's nothing there.
Okay.
No, like there's a pile of goo that was a corpse.
As you enter the room, I'll describe it. Rotting leaves and other vegetation would have filled this irregular cavern, except now they are exsanguinated with acid. Passages enter from the northeast and southwest, while a smaller opening leads to a narrow tunnel to the east.
Okay. Thank you.
And
The
the
northeast we go.
burnt and liquefied remains of whatever creature there was there is also boiling and bubbling on the ground.
Make sure if you're going to search that you do it with a stick, please.
No thanks. I'm good.
Oh, I'm not going to search it. I'm worried about what's down the side here. Down this way.
Looks like some sort of twisting tunnel.
Well, I moved to here and froze stock still as soon as I got to right there.
Okay. Okay, so Varar is just frozen in place. With his hand out. It's like, ah!
I can't see Varrock, so.
Yeah.
I can. I'll go follow him.
Okay.
I can't see shit.
I'm gonna
Because
reach
I
out and
have.
grab a hold of you.
Oh, okay. No, I can see like an outline of something. I can't see what
I'm
it
gonna
is, but it's
shove you
big.
backwards.
It's just big.
Is there
So-
anything of note in this cave?
I'm looking at something of note.
You could make a seek check to see. Otherwise, it's a twisting tunnel. I can describe it. It's a narrow tunnel, only about 5 feet high, and slopes gently to the east. Water drips from numerous cracks in the ceiling to flow down the passage in small rivulets. The perception check.
Yeah, my shitty perception check.
Yeah, you can see that there are there is debris littering the floor. Um, there is more debris before and after the midsection for some reason.
What sort of debris?
Just natural debris,
Okay.
rocks and twigs and leaves and whatever.
So it'd be pretty noisy to crawl through there.
Uh, Not especially, but there just
No.
seems to be a section of higher debris here and higher debris here, and not so much in the center.
Okay. Well, I'm not going in there alone. That would be stupid.
You come around the corner, and I've got a hold of Lucas, and I'm pulling him backwards, and
I'm not moving. That's fine. You told me. It's okay.
I'm still pulling backwards at you because you're bigger than I
Okay.
am, and I could lean and pull on your weight.
Okay,
I'm not
that's fine.
using strength. You
I'll set my hand on Vrar's shoulder,
Bro, it's okay, buddy. I get it. I see the
and
outline.
I'm gonna hold my finger up to my
Yeah.
lips.
I'm not making any noise. I'm just pointing,
Yeah.
frantically pointing, making absolutely no noise.
Is it moving around?
Well, you can see perfectly well because you've got dark vision. It's
That's
moving.
right.
The movement that it's making is that its massive furred body is rising, falling, rising, falling.
Okay.
Rising.
Anyway, move over here and whisper to Thekard. The owl bear's in the cave ahead sleeping.
Oh, are you wanting to tell it a good night story so that it stays asleep for us?
So currently
So-
it has
so-
the prone and unconscious conditions.
Do we want to send Vrar in stealth and scout? To see if there's anything else in there?
Brar is going to kind of, you say that out loud, or are you saying that as a player?
I was trying to whisper.
Okay, so you are saying it as your character. Will look at you, and he's got this look on his face like, are you out of your goddamn mind?
Can I see anything of note back here?
You see what?
Anything of note back here?
So, Vrar, would that be an official nope from you, or are you considering?
Brar will move backwards this way slightly.
You see a whole bunch of flies that are like seem to be like just like not swarming around, but yeah, a whole freaking bunch of flies. Um, just seeing.
So there's probably a bunch of corpses back there.
Yep. That's what you
Brar's
think.
gonna move to where he just did while you're checking like that. And unless Lucas resists, he's gonna forget that he's got a hold of him and just drag him along with.
Is he strong enough to do that?
I mean, unless you
Yes.
resist, yeah.
I walk with him. He doesn't have to drag me. I walk with him.
Good,
He
good.
clearly-
That makes that easier. I won't even notice I still have a hold of you.
he
That's
he
what's good.
clearly wants a chaperone.
Really?
Well, I've moved back over to Thacker.
Okay.
Big
Do we
I
want to
could
like?
set- I could set up like a couple of traps in this
mean,
hallway,
Yeah.
and then we could wake it up and have it come through there. But I got like from the time that I make and set the traps, they have to be used within 4 rounds. It's 4 rounds from the time I set them, or they're gone. For the quick snare traps that I can do. Those are the
Okay.
ones that actually do
Well.
damage.
So I guess the one that's by the door isn't useful anymore.
It's probably gone, yeah.
Oh no,
Still
I mean
there.
that's not one of the quick snare traps.
Okay. Can you take that one
The
down?
quick I could, but I don't see a reason to. And my
Okay.
whole thoughts there is that if everything truly goes sideways, the final trap to piss the thing off as we're running out
That's a
might
good.
be the thing that finally turns it back.
Yeah,
from
that's a good
us.
backup plan. Sure.
As I run away, going, man, I can't
If
even get
we-
the loot off their corpses.
If we have to flee and we go through this way, it's going to be a lot harder for it to follow us, and it leads back out.
Okay.
Just an FYI.
So we kind of sit there and kind of make a little bit of a plan. And I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to come over to here. About what? I think I want to set them right in front of where I'm standing right now. So I can stand
Mhm.
there and place them in the 2 squares right in front of me.
Okay, so these are the temporary ones.
Yeah, these are the temporary ones. Where is that?
All right. I'm going to wait here and have my weapon readied.
Okay. So those squares represent your traps. You have your weapon readied.
And then you stand on this side, and we will flank it.
I don't have a fucking working pick. Fucking, I'm gonna unsheathe my talon. I'm pissed about that. Draw a flying talon.
I mean, you could wait, try and repair your weapon.
How long does that take?
So repair. EF to repair.
Would we be able to do that in the field?
Says 10 minutes attempting to fix a damaged item. Placing the item on a stable surface and using the repair toolkit if you have one. Do you have a repair toolkit?
Didn't even know it existed.
In stash, there's one.
If there's one in stash, you can have it.
Thecker's probably got the best chance of repairing it, right?
It's a crafting check.
I can do it too.
I mean, maybe? I don't know if you guys have crafting skill.
I've got a 13
Got an
trained.
8.
I mean, I only have a 14 in crafting.
Oh, okay.
I mean, I've gotten 11 in it, and I'm an
Little better than
expert,
me.
but it's kind of specialized for traps.
Yeah. I
But
mean,
still, I mean,
No,
I
you got
still-
11. That's pretty good too.
I'll assist Decker. How about that?
Sure. We would have to probably move out of here and set it up and do it since it's in our stash. My guess would be we'd have to come back out to
It'll
utilize stash.
it'll take a little
That's
bit
up
of
to Matt.
time. I'm giving you the option. At the moment the owlbear is sleeping, how long for, you don't know.
Let's go take that 10 minutes and find out. I would like the opportunity to actually still have my
I think it's a good idea.
big heavy duty weapon for how I do most of my damage.
Okay, well let's see the crafting check then.
My crafting check right there. That
Okay, so does anyone in chat, not a player, have a D4 on them? Or If not, we will get one of the players to roll a d4. Crafting check, 29. Nice. Yeah, 4-sided dice. One of those. Cool.
If they don't have one, there's one.
Thank you. I'll take that. That's fine. So what the D4 represented, which your characters don't know, the owlbear that we're fighting is sleeping to recover some health. And the D4 represents how much health per minute it recovers.
That was a good roll.
So it recovers 10 health.
Yay.
Oh no.
But is the repair successful then?
Yes. So you may now equip your weapon.
For the love of
So now
God.
you stand here, and somebody with a bow maybe shoot the owl there.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the
I
guy
think I
with
can
the
handle
bow
that.
can't see in the dark very well.
Becker, do you have a vial of dark vision that I can use?
I don't currently have one, but you all said to not bother creating them.
Lindsay says,
could-
I could make that rock over there or that mushroom over there glow with light.
That would be very good. I appreciate
And then
That
you
it.
would
can
be
toss it into the
excellent.
cave if you like. So yeah, she will cast light on some sort of object, and then someone will need to throw it. You'll need to ping on the map where you would like to throw it, and then make an attack roll. And depending on how you roll, it will potentially scatter from the location that you pick if you don't roll well.
But yeah,
Varar should throw it.
Okay,
Yes, you should.
bro, you wanna just
I
use
think
your
Varar's
throw?
skilled in throwing or something.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna use my this dart
Yeah,
to represent.
that's great. Thank you. Nice.
Where exactly did you want it? Do you want it lodged in the owlbear's nostril? Because I think I just did that.
Where do you want it? Yeah.
No, right up his rectum.
No, because then he won't be able to see.
That's where the sun.
God. Just put it right in front of it.
Beckford, that's where the sun doesn't shine.
Just put it right in
Oh,
front of it so I can
right.
see it.
Yes,
Right-
I'll drop it
put
to
it
right,
right
like
there.
right in front of him is fine.
Right where I pinged.
Clack.
You better
Okay.
get in position, because if you're standing there, you're gonna get mauled.
Yep. And then I'm gonna move to my spot,
It is
pick in hand.
80 feet away. That's not bad. That will definitely work for my purpose. So say when.
When?
Ready or not?
Tuesday.
Am I strategized or am I just flunking?
It's up to you.
Strategize. If you can get the precise shot in on it, fucking
Okay.
do it. It's sleeping. You should get it anyway, but still.
I should, but we'll see. That might not work.
Make the check.
We'll see.
You hit.
Yep.
Okay, do your damage.
Who's it off guard to?
Yes. It's off guard to Caldor.
Okay, so what we're gonna do is immediately roll initiative as it wakes up. That. So So we're going to go here. We're going to press that button, and it's
And
going to
Caldor,
roll
I picked
initiative.
you because you're right there beside the traps. And you have the ability to trip it.
I don't know how that was possible, but you guys all managed to roll your dice on my screen in a line and blocked me from being able to click the fucking roll bar on my own window. We're going to wait till the dice start fading out. Yes. Yes, I will rage. Instantaneous rage is fucking rage.
Raw, remember that he's not off guard to you.
So we've got. I'm just gonna see.
Chillet's on the ground face first from being
I
knocked
mean, like,
prone.
but eventually it's gonna get up, and when it
Get it,
gets up,
Kelvin. Get it.
Okay.
okay.
There's the
All right, gents,
soundtrack
this is
for
what we
this
came
one.
for. Everybody remember that this thing killed a third of our population, and focus on this thing alone. I'm trying to like build up morale and like focus the group and be a
Okay.
leader.
So Caldor, you have the first action.
I am holding action for it to come in range.
Okay, so your trigger. You're readying an action, or you're changing your initiative.
Yeah, I guess I'll just change initiative because I can't see it. So I
Till
don't even know what
after
it's
it?
doing. Yeah, I'll go out right after it.
Lucas.
I'm gonna shoot it again.
Okay.
And
Do I have
then
to
maybe
devise
move
a
a little
stratagem
further
again, or
back.
do I
With
like
your,
just shoot?
with your third action, move further back.
Okay. Do I So is the stratagem still applying now, or do I do it again?
No.
No, you used it.
This is a fresh round.
Okay, so I
Is
just
it
keep
not?
going. I use it again.
Yeah, it's a new round.
Yeah, it is.
Let's see if
That
that
was a
works.
surprise round.
Let's see if it works. Oh, sweet! It did it because it was off guard.
Yeah, it's still prone.
Oh, that's not bad.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to map, and then I'm going to move back. Wait, no. Okay, so the stratagem
That's
is
two
free.
actions.
The strategem's free because the owlbear is my lead.
Yeah.
That's the priority.
That's what we came out here
Yes,
to do.
correct.
Okay.
So this is number 2.
So what are your leads right now?
The owlbear and the trolls.
Okay.
Okay, and now I'm gonna drop back. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Right.
I am not going to delay my initiative. I'm going to hold action to hit it when it gets to a reach.
Okay. You've got one other action then. It's 2 actions to ready to hit. Got one other action.
You could throw the boomerang, then ready to swing.
Mm-hmm.
I'd have to. I can't have.
Oh yeah, you'd have to
I'd have
change
to
your grip.
change grips. I'm not doing that. I'd have to change grips. That other action I think is probably just going to get burnt unless there's something else I can do.
There's
Could I
heaps that you
take
can do.
cover
You can
right there
recall
while
knowledge.
still
You
holding an action
could.
to attack?
Could recall knowledge.
You could try to use one of your other abilities. So you have acrobatics, athletics, performance, nature, survival, thievery, stealth. You have all of these things. I suggest using them.
I'm going to hide from it. They can't see me there. Probably can't see me at
boy,
all
yeah.
now.
Nope.
So
will
GG
be
on that
the-
stealth roll.
unfortunately for you, you're in its direct line of sight. You can't actually make the hide action right now.
So that doesn't even fucking work. That's a waste of time. What do I know about these things? Here we go. That's what I'll do instead. There's a DC 26 hunting check.
Okay, well
What's the vulnerable spot to kill the thing?
you fought
Where do you shoot
owlbears
it with?
before. What do you know about it? You know that it's going to be difficult to hit, but not impossible. You know that it's going to make a blood-curdling screech any moment now, as soon as it has its turn, and that's probably going to frighten you. It has beaks and talons, which probably will hit really hard and grab people, and it has scent, which means that it can smell things even if it can't see them. Other than that, it's really big and could probably rip more than a single person in shreds in a single round.
Yay. Good thing I'm a half a person, huh?
All right, Lindsay.
He's gonna sing a song and back the fuck up. I hope she does something.
She is going to look between Vara and Keldor, and she targets Keldor. She's going to cast Haste. And she's going to Inspire Courage. That's a turn. The Beast.
Right. Prone. It's prone and off guard at least.
Okay. So, it is going to stand. Its first action.
Second, you're prone and off guard. You're prone and off guard.
And it's going to.
Caldor is too.
Oh.
Or maybe
No.
I'm just looking
Yeah,
at something wrong.
I have to wait and go after Keldor.
Don't know what you're saying, buddy. It will then make a screeching advance. Just going to spend its last two actions striding twice and screeching. So it has 30 feet, so it can move 60. So can move to there.
Oh, that's a big thing. God damn.
Yeah, it sure is.
Fuck me, that's big.
Letting out a blood-curdling screech. All creatures are subjected to the effects of blood-curdling screech. So, here's the will save, everyone.
Make sure you've got your courageous anther drug onto yourself.
I did drag it across everyone.
No, I was just saying to anybody who didn't, if they didn't, just make sure.
Right, so everyone needs to make that check, please.
So Lindsay's about to run shrieking from the cave. As is Varar. No, wait. You don't run on frightened necessarily, right?
Not necessarily.
It's like frightened 3 before you start running.
No, it's called fleeing.
Fleeing, okay, it's a separate condition.
Okay, so on a critical failure, Lindsay is fleeing and frightened 3.
Critical failure. Flee.
Brar,
Regular failure.
you got a failure, so you are frightened 2. Deckard, you succeeded, you are frightened 1. Can you roll for Thordham, please? Hordham, whatever his name is. Eldor,
Ooh, he's
you
not.
critically
Sorry, I didn't
succeeded.
realize Horton had to do that.
Mm-hmm. Every creature, it's a creature.
Sorry, my dog was
Lucas.
barking something fierce. Wait, what?
I did not roll again. I don't know.
I rolled, but I must. Yeah, I had Caldor selected. My bad. So that 34 is for me.
No, you don't get to use my will save.
Okay.
If you had him selected, it used his roll.
Okay, I'll roll again. Can we like? I rolled a 20. Can we like transfer that 20 onto my stuff?
Yeah.
Okay, because it's plus 12 for my save.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Thank you.
So you don't have to roll. So succeed means frightened 1. All right, so that is the state of affairs.
God, that thing's fucking big.
It
It
has used
stopped
all of its
right
actions. Yeah, I measured.
It didn't stop. Like this is just like
That's the end of its movement.
yeah.
And
I measured.
kidding me?
I measured.
Kidding me? We are 5 foot shy of where we should have put the.
Eldor,
Oh man.
you decided to go after it. You see it.
I can't get to it because I'll step in a trap.
Yep, you're right. You will.
So I'm going to ensure it comes out of there and move to here and attempt to intimidate it.
Sounds good. So do you have intimidating glare?
Yes.
Thank you. That will not affect it.
Okay. That's my turn.
Decker?
I cast bigger fish.
No, because it will swallow us too. And remember, guys, does the frightened shriek or the shrieking advance that he did does that frighten stick around, or is it something that still decreases by 1 at the end of each of your turns?
Decreases, just as every other thing does.
Frightened always acts the same way.
Mhm.
Yeah, well, with one exception, some things have a thing where it cannot reduce below a certain thing, but it does not have.
Doctor, did you just move out in that far in front?
Hmm?
Did you move out in front, or was that where you were already?
I was back here and I moved up here so I could be within 30 to actually hit him.
Yep. So you move.
Because it'd be really good to be able to actually hit him. So I'm going to quick bomber a lightning bomb. I'm sure you'll be very disappointed. Range penalty. Why do I have a range penalty? Isn't he within 30?
No. This square's 30.
It's 30 to here. Is it measured in the center of him?
His front squares are 30 away.
That's wild.
That's why
Yeah,
I'm puzzled, because it
It could
says
be
he's 30 away from me.
the system's not working correctly.
Is it okay if I turn the range penalty off or not?
1 second.
Because I have 30-foot range.
Give me a moment.
Yeah, no, you're fine. I'm just laying it out and waiting.
You can hit it. Go ahead.
I didn't quite hear you. What?
You said you could hit it. Go ahead.
Okay.
You can remove the penalty.
Oh.
That's very good.
You're targeting the centipede swarm.
It's the centipede swarm that you targeted.
Oh.
That's why you're out
Why
of
is
range.
it-
You're targeting
Oh.
something in another room.
Oh.
I
balls.
didn't deselect him.
19 will
Right.
absolutely not hit it.
I was gonna say. I was like, really? It's got an AC.
Ah.
Goddamn.
So it'll take the 2.
Does he become off guard, or is that only
No.
if it hits? Okay, that's only if it hits. Well, then I'm gonna just
Wait a minute.
quick vial and acid.
That's definitely not a good. Oh, God. Sorry.
Good
He
roll.
loves me.
Roll two sixes. Very nice.
See it doesn't even matter like your player character. The Foundry loves you.
Yeah, that's my point.
Foundry loves you
That's
so
it.
much.
So you threw 2 vials, and you
then I
moved again?
Haste
Or
for 1
quickened.
extra throw.
Haste.
Well, quickened.
It says I still have haste on.
Well,
Oh,
you don't.
I wouldn't, because we did the other thing.
You
I'm
spent 10
sorry.
minutes.
Yep, I forgot about
Wait,
that. I'm
Why
sorry.
did my haste disappear?
So,
Didn't.
yeah, then the last 2 damage wouldn't have done anything. Because I wouldn't have done that. I would have just moved back. Sorry.
Wait, I'm now frightened and I don't have haste.
No, you're not.
You're not. Sorry, Matt.
I
Lucas?
click on you. I see quickened, hasted, and
I'm gonna
courageous. Yeah. Yeah.
It's buggered up.
So Lucas, it's your turn. Nope.
Okay. Me or no? Yep. All right. Let's look. Hang on. Yep. definitely me.
Stratagem,
Yes, sir.
arrow, arrow, arrow.
Yeah.
Hit with all
pretty
3.
much. Yep. That's pretty much gonna be it.
Make sure you target the owl
Yeah,
thing and not
it's
me.
targeted. That one should hit. Strike. Whip.
It's not a crit.
Nope. Hook.
Do it again. Miss.
Yes.
Do it again. Miss. Okay. That's all for me. I did 15 damage though. He's badly injured. He or she. It.
Up. Wait. Oh, go away. We want to do one of these.
I knew he was gonna do it. Oh my god.
You insist on attacking multiple
Yes,
times,
yes,
and then you crit
yes,
miss.
yes.
What's gonna happen?
Yeah, I'm probably gonna break my finger or some shit.
And you redeem him at every bloody opportunity.
I do. I've come to. It's fine.
What's your lucky number? Between 1 and 52.
Is that a serious answer? Or a serious question, rather? Because I do have a lucky number.
What is it?
7.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
When I play poker, my favorite hand is double sevens.
You cannot make ranged attacks until the end of your next turn.
Okay. I accept.
You sprained your finger.
Mm-hmm. Wouldn't surprise me at all.
Right?
You have bow finger.
I am Clint Barton.
All right. I'm not running out into there. That's absolute stupidity. So instead, I'm going to.
Why not?
5,
Be great.
10. 15. I'm going to get right actually side by side with you. 20. And I'm going to hold
Really
action.
hard to flank it.
What's that?
That'll make it really hard to flank.
Yeah, but it also prevents it from being able to move up on just the one of us unless it's going to try to. Oh, shit.
It's going to do that either way.
Well, I don't want it to move up on Lindsay was the issue. I was hoping if we were both together, it would choose to come for both of us, but it might then choose to go for her. So I'll put myself there.
No, it won't.
And I will hold action to strike it if it gets in reach. I'm
Okay.
done.
Lindsay. She's going to flee.
Is she
How long does
maintaining?
fleeing last?
On your turn, you must spend each of your actions trying to escape. Sources usually affect, though some effects might define. You can't delay already while fleeing. I'm just going to say she's fleeing for 1 round. Fleeing for 1 round, yeah, it says, yeah. So she just spends all of her actions running away. She has 30 feet, so she spends 90 feet, which probably should get her out. Oops.
She does.
God damn, that's long.
She does have the presence of mind not to run across the trap she knows is there.
Yeah, she's just leaving via that method.
This is like the thing that I hate whenever I'm like when I'm in the game, like the computer game, and they flee, and I'm like, fuck. Sorry.
All right.
They all trying to run away. I can't do anything with people that keep running away.
Okay, tell me what these traps do, please.
DC 21 reflex save on each of them, 5d6 damage per.
Very, very nice.
Success, you take half damage. Failure, you take full. Critical failure, if there is any.
He just succeeded on both.
Okay. So roll your
Success
damage and
on
it will
both
take half.
failures.
And both of them can be up at the same time?
Yes. I can have up to four quick traps up at a time. I can cycle putting them out 1, 2, 3, 4, and they last 4 rounds. So the first one that I put out, it doesn't matter. It's any of the ones that are available within my repertoire that I can do with that. I have to know them to be able to do them. So there's the first damage. There's the second damage.
Okay, you ready to tax?
That is not bad.
Him.
You miss.
That's too.
Is there one from Keldor, or did he...
You didn't have a held attack right now, did you?
Yeah, I did.
Alright, take it.
No, I didn't. I'm sorry, I did not. I moved and intimidated.
Okay. Then we're going to do a Talon.
Critical hit. Ouch.
Ouch.
36 points.
That is already doubled, right?
Yep.
Thank God.
And it's going to
Yeah,
grab
not bad
you.
with.
And it's going to gnaw.
Not that tasty. Let me go.
Oh, hang on. Don't make that just yet. 1 second. I got to make the talent. And it's got to be a beak strike. Yep. So now I get to hit you, and then you get to make a will save, which will be that. That's a failure. So here's the damage from the strike.
24 is a failure.
And then on a failure, you are slowed 1, sickened 1.
You
As
just
it,
need a status effect called Chew Toy.
as it attempts to disembowel you.
I mean, this is a pretty big damn thing. Like it probably looks at you and you're like, and it thinks like, ooh, snack.
All right, and you took both sets of damage.
Good.
Yep, excellent. That is its turn. Kaldor.
Okay.
So it's only leaving its reach, or is it moving through its reach will trigger?
Any
Yeah,
move through.
Any
will trigger.
any movement triggers.
But if I trigger it, then it doesn't do it to anybody else. So I'm gonna make a move from 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I can get to here and go around it.
Okay.
Does that trigger an attack of opportunity from it?
It does not.
Okay. I am now going to hit it.
You're flanking, right?
With yeah, I should be. And then I'm going to use slam down. I think. Wait. Let me look here.
Does slam down give you a negative to hit?
Nope.
Yeah, I'm gonna use slam down though. And try.
Nice.
Jesus.
Yes, sir. Very good.
That's not very good.
Fortitude save.
It is near death.
And then yeah, it's gotta make a fortitude save, and then I have a trip attempt from the
And critically fails.
Okay, so I will follow that up with, for my fourth action because of the haste. What is it called here? Advantageous assault.
I just redeemed again.
Yeah, I saw that.
And,
Dick.
let's see.
I mean,
You gain the circumstance bonus damage.
I want to win this battle.
Numbers of weapon damage.
I don't know how you add that damage in, but
You gain a circumstance bonus to damage on this strike equal to the number of weapon dice.
doesn't matter. I missed. Oh, I still do damage when I miss. Number of weapon dice plus 2 if wielding two-handed. So 4 damage on a miss.
Okay.
I don't have a way to just put 4
Bless
damage
you.
out there.
Thank you. Sorry about that.
And that's my turn.
Okay.
I'm just glad it's no longer feeling like
Those
somebody
traps
killed
are
me.
gone, correct? They're like single use.
Yes, they are single use. As soon as they are triggered, they are gone. And the reason they are free for me to use is they last 1d4 rounds and then will fall apart, and then I can grab the components back up unless triggered.
And did you roll your
If triggered,
d4?
what's that?
Did you roll your
No,
d4?
it's 4 rounds. They last 4 rounds each time. If they're not triggered, I have a chance to get the materials for them back if I put them down permanently. If I put them down as just the spawn, they last 4 rounds.
Okay.
If they're not triggered by that 4 rounds, they just go away, and they don't cost materials for the free ones. It's part of the where is it? Let me find it.
I'll get you to look it up and make sure. But
Yep.
Thecode, it's your turn.
Yep, I'll do.
Because there's a big difference between a d4 and 4.
Yeah, that is true. It's very true.
Okay.
You ready?
It's your turn, Packard.
Did the frighten go off last turn? Should it have?
You should have had it reduced on you by 1.
That's what I
Now,
thought. And I didn't do that. Because it didn't automatically. And I just want to make sure before I did it.
Hordem has not had a turn, so his would not be away.
His
So you
remains?
You haven't given him an action to give him a turn. You have to give him one of your
So-
actions, otherwise he doesn't get turns.
Okay. I'll put that on him. You look like you're not in great shape there, Varar.
I don't see no bell. I mean,
he's only
no, well,
frightened,
yeah, no.
slowed,
At this
sickened,
at this
grabbed,
level of
off
damage,
guard,
I don't
immobilized.
see no bell is appropriate because
Does
hearing
knocking
is
it prone remove the grabbed from
No.
Farrar?
no.
No? Okay.
So I'm going to do a new thing called combined elixirs.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to combine 2 elixirs of life in 1.
Right.
And I can do that as quick alchemy. So I have that in one hand. I'm going to doctor's visitation, or I might have to do that after doctor's visitation. But I'm going to doctor's visitation, our dear friend Varar, because it looks like he needs it. And And so I'm going to do that, and that is a battle meditation. I've become Basila. I can do battle meditation. Everyone gets a permanent buff. So I'm going to do a treat wound. Why is it? There we go. So first off, you take 10 healing. And then I'm going to do the double brew. And then I'm going to shove that down your throat, if you're good with that.
I mean, I'm not gonna complain about it. Did you
So
click the apply healing to me already for the?
Yeah, I did.
Okay.
before you go ahead,
One action, doctor's visitation.
mhm,
One action, brew the elixir. Third action, administer healing.
before you go ahead, okay? This
We good or
combined.
not?
Hang on.
You're really quiet, Matt. It's really hard to hear you. Sorry.
I mean, it should have been the same for the whole time. Has it gone
Yeah,
down?
you've been quiet the whole time. That's why sometimes we start talking and we don't realize because it's really hard to hear you.
All right. 1 second.
Mm-hmm.
It's now going to be loud.
That's much better.
You're good.
Right. So, add, spend an additional versatile vial.
Mm-hmm.
Ingredients must be foreign elixir you could create with quick alchemy.
Mm-hmm.
When this combination is consumed, you can create the full ingredients. You can add the full ingredients. Meets with the additive trait allow you to add special substances when to consumables you create when you use quick alchemy. Create a consumable. Can't use additives with quick vials. You can only add one additive to a single alchemical item. You can add an additive only once per round, and most additive abilities specify a subset of alchemical consumables you can add them to. So, we're using quick alchemy. Hang on.
Expending 2 of my daily or my versatile vials. So I'm down to 4
Hang on a minute.
because I have to expend double.
So we're here. I think is there. Correct with that. Yes. Okay. Second elixir to an elixir you make. You expend one of your versatile vials to create a single alchemical consumable item of your level or lower in your formula book. You don't have to spend the normal monetary cost. You expend one and then you expend another. This item has the infused trait, but remains potent only until the start of your next turn. Ingredients must be for an elixir you can create with quick alchemy. When this combination elixir is consumed, you can combine to create a fine elixir that heals twice the normal. 6. Okay. And apparently it doesn't take any extra actions. Sure, go ahead.
Because it requires a feat. Yep.
A feat and extra
Oh.
vials.
Yeah.
Which he's never using anyway, but sure, that's fine.
So that would give Rar that. Jimmy.
I got it.
And then the 12 as well.
Yeah, you missed one. You only clicked
Both
19.
of those.
You
I
didn't
can't
click
do a
12.
double. They don't allow me to make it double, so I just had to roll it twice.
Awesome.
There you go.
So that was a fair amount of healing.
Yeah,
This was the only reason I figured I could do anywhere near what a cleric can and still be an alchemist. Which is part of why I didn't do the healing bombs that everyone was talking about, because you can only do one admixture. Double is admixture.
Mm.
So I'm done.
I think the bombs are probably better for the bomber because he scales them better.
Yeah, but I'm not a bomber.
I know.
Were we not just on Deckard?
Yeah.
Deckard's done. Deckard's all done.
Lucas
I thought it
lost
was
his
Lucas.
actions.
Oh, good
I
point.
guess he still could move.
Lucas, yeah.
Can't shoot.
Yeah. I mean, I was gonna move.
Go ahead.
1, 2, 3, 4. Fuck off.
You can still try and recall knowledge.
I'm gonna move back here.
Did you shut your mic off?
No,
No.
he's
I can hear him.
No, he just went really soft. That's all.
Okay, that's 50.
Smart ass.
Excuse me. So I moved back to where, let's see, it's in range again. I cannot. Yeah. Okay. So I'm going to do a recall knowledge. Where is it? Come up. There it is. This is going to be I guess a nature check on the owlbear. Let's see. And what else can I do? Can I do anything else? Almost. What's this? Bullshit. Almost, sorry. Does that affects Eldritch Shot, right?
Does what affect Eldritch Shot?
The fact that I can't make a ranged attack for now.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, you can't do anything.
Alright. I will devise can I do like a stratagem to make the thing off guard without doing a ranged attack? Can I do like an unarmed attack?
You have to be up on it and punch it.
Okay. I don't want to do that.
You really want to do that?
No, I don't. I'm just gonna I'm gonna move again. I'm gonna move back again. I'm gonna move back right there. Alright, I'm done. Because I can still see it and shoot it next turn.
Yeah, I think that was your best move, not being able to attack.
Okay, you hit it.
Oh, please be the last one.
Oh,
Very nice.
there we go.
It is dead.
Okay.
Gotta skin that puppy.
So,
Oh, yeah. Cut the head
uh,
off.
as you slay the beast, it makes one last crawl, and I need to move it so that we can reveal other things. We are going to take a break as well, and we'll be back in a few minutes. Thank you, everybody. It's going to just be a black screen because all of my scenes have been destroyed. Thank you. We'll be back soon. Welcome back, everyone. We are just getting everything back square. It's good to see everyone, as I said earlier, and good to have you with us for Kingmaker. Here is our scene at the moment where we all are. Welcome back to all of our players. Alright, so I have a few things to catch us up. You guys have managed to find some lost equipment, which was in this room with all of the mushrooms, and you have also found the remains of a human that was at the back of the owlbear cave, way up here. That I've just moved for your convenience. That body has a map of Greenbelt in its pockets, and Fanoff is clearly marked on this map.
Somebody doing some scouting.
Also, the owlbear lair, so this lair is clearly marked on the map. So Fanoff is clearly marked, and the owlbear lair is clearly marked. The remains are mangled, but they are currently wearing a chain shirt. The grizzled fingers are trying to cling onto a striking longsword, but can no longer. There is a ring that is on one of those fingers that is still there. The finger is currently severed, but the ring is still on it. And then there's a bunch of other items like throwing axes and some potions. In addition, I'm going to narrate and add to the description here that there is a note that you find which details it's a receipt. A receipt of creatures or monsters or animals from person whose name is no longer distinguishable to this body here. And it says E. So you see that this guy's first name is E something. You already found or discovered some information previously that I'm not sure which characters it was, but I'm assuming characters would have passed on all of their known information. And wherever we found this, I can't remember exactly. Maybe you can recall yourself, but you found an order for a number of different animals that were being
Sounds
sent.
like
from the trapper.
the werewolf dude.
Mm-hmm. Yep. So this seems to be the guy that received them.
He received the animals?
Yeah. So joining the dots together, he's got the receipt. The other guy had the list of things to send, whatever. And you remember that note, the previous note on Trapper said Iric. This note has E on it, so assuming that this is Iric. He looks like a grizzled trapper hunter type, and he is certainly carrying his fair share of
Gear.
antitoxin, smoke sticks, tanglefoot bag, thunderstones, this +1 striking longsword.
Gonna give the body a good poke with my boot.
Oh,
Shove,
it's
shove.
it's far dead. As your boot pokes in, it pulls out another clump of half rotten innards that are leaking out of him.
That's tasty.
Hmm.
He definitely
Ew.
doesn't need any of this stuff whatsoever.
Ew.
We're taking it all, right?
All right, so
We're
you
gonna bury
have
this guy.
you have all of those things.
I'm gonna turn. I'm gonna look right at Keldor and go. Are we gonna bury this guy?
Well, he's got a map showing this place and Fenoff.
Mm-hmm.
This is the owl bear that attacked Fenoff.
Mm-hmm.
And this guy was ordering animals in the past. Was an owl bear on the list?
Not on that list.
Let's give the whole cave another good once over.
Yeah.
But the owl bear was enlarged at the time. Or there's
Large?
another owl bear.
Yeah, because this one's not as big as what they described the other one to be, is it? Is it, Matt?
Nowhere near. The other one was the size of a house.
I mean, this is the biggest owlbear you've ever seen.
Yeah.
That's-
Yeah, this
Right,
is-
but it's not the size of a house.
No, but they were petrified, so they're probably
Yeah,
no like.
But
that's what I assumed as well too, that they were making those kind of comments. And to a peasant,
But I
to a
mean,
seasoned adventurer,
look what, it
most
did to
owlbears
the,
can.
look what it did to the building. I mean,
This is true. But if nobody stopped it while it just rampaged around in there for 10 minutes, yeah, I can see that. But the whole point is that you saw what it did to me in a single couple, I mean, in just a few seconds. It's going
So
to do to a couple of peasants in one strike.
so the owlbear is 15 feet tall and 15 feet long and 15 feet high. It is absolutely the size of a small house.
Oh, it's massive.
Peasant hut. But yeah,
Do we-
still, fucking,
do we-
it's a massive, that's fine. Good, it's good.
Do we want
I
to walk the cave while we talk?
I was not sad at the thought that there wasn't another owlbear match, just so you know.
well, are any of you particularly good at skinning? Because this thing's hide has got to be taken.
I'm pretty decent.
Um,
Yeah.
I'm gonna say, wait a minute. How intact is the body?
I mean, it's mangled, almost beyond recognition.
But the owlbear body or the human body?
The human body. The owlbear
No,
body
he
is
was talking
fine.
about the owlbear body.
Okay, the owlbear body. I honestly think that we shouldn't skin it. I think we should dump the guts from it right here, right now, and prep it. And we try to do everything we can to transport the entire body back for taxidermy. This
That will
becomes
take a
part
lot
of
of
the.
time.
I get it. The people back at the city want a
They want a
goddamn monument, do
Yeah,
they
yes,
not?
They want a monument.
They want some kind of a monument. They wanted a monument for what
No,
went
I mean,
on for Kundark stuff. I don't think they're going to get the monument to the werewolf because, well, I'm just going to look kind of side-eyed at Lucas when I say it from the werewolf
They're not gonna
attacks.
get. Yeah, they're not gonna get that.
But they might get they might get, you know, a monument
It
to
would
the
look imposing
losses
in town hall. You know,
of
you
the
walk in
owl
and the
bear.
first thing you see is a ginormous owl bear taxidermied.
It's the giant stuff. I mean, I would be impressed by that in a town hall. I'd be impressed by that in a tavern. I don't want it in like a surprise corner of my bedroom. That's a no go.
Okay,
Is
what
it,
I'm gonna
is-
narrate then, okay, what I'm gonna I'm gonna make a rule, okay,
Hmm?
in this point, because you are asking if that's possible. What I'm gonna say is it's gonna take all of you to spend a full 8-hour day of work to prepare this owlbear, and all of you will have to make checks in order to see how well you do. Gonna take the whole party an 8-hour workday to have that happen.
We still
Can
want
we
to do
can
that?
we
Yeah.
do that back at town?
No, this is part of what we got to do here to get it to town.
It's a huge thing. You
Yeah,
cannot.
I know.
Have you tried to move a horse when it's dead?
No.
This is twice the size
Yes,
of a horse.
yes.
Have you tried to move an
unfortunately,
elephant?
and
Right.
without a front
Bigger
and
than an
without a
elephant,
front
yeah.
end loader, the horse wasn't
Okay.
going anywhere.
Yeah.
So
Do we want to spend a do we want to spend a whole day here?
Well,
Doing
there's
this?
more
I'm
of this
just
place to discover too. If you're
Yeah.
saying you want to give it a sweep, there are other
I
places
do.
you can go.
Yeah, I'd like to. Well, I can't see shit, so I need somebody that can.
Well, Lindsay
somebody with
has
light.
literally the light spell, so
Okay.
she will.
Lindsay,
She will
can
come
you
on
cast
back.
something on me?
I say we make a sweep through the rest of the cave. If
Do
there's
you not have a
anything else-
torch on you, Lucas?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I have a torch. Fuck, maybe I should light
He
that.
just-
Oh, there's one of those.
He just can't use the
It's
torch and have
fine.
the bow equipped two-handed at the same time. I get where he's at for that.
Well, he's got a rapier for a reason.
Fine. Sheath the bow. Draw the rapier.
So you can end up exploring things. Looks like Kaldor is moving up towards the top. All right.
Anything back here that I can see?
Yeah, give me a moment, please.
Sure.
Sure.
So, buzzing of flies fills a 20-foot high cavern that you can see issuing before you. At the eastern end, you see a wide ledge that runs along the wall at 15 feet. 2 tunnels exit the cavern. One to the west, which you see just above you, and one. Sorry, 2 tunnels exit the cavern to the west. So one that you're in, and one that's narrow.
Yep.
In the northern portion of the cavern is a giant carcass of a large beast, surrounded by at least a half dozen torn apart humanoid bodies.
Awesome.
Okay.
Before you go anywhere, I'm just like reading.
By the way, I'll stay probably 10 or 15 feet behind Keldor. I'm just not going to move my token until I need to when he stops.
Okay, yeah. Alright, so yep, Keldor.
Yeah, I want to peek down this little hallway here.
Okay, you peek down there. And you see this you see a tiny bit of webbing and assume that it connects with the rest of the cave where the spiders and
Gotcha.
everything went. So there could be something there. But you don't hear any more squelching or crunching or... Is anyone else coming, or are you guys just like...
Yeah. I'm back here with him.
No, what I said is that I was going to stay about 10 or 15 feet behind where Keldor's leading. I'm just not going to move my token until we have a reason not to actually
Well,
do
you
so.
do have a reason to not to do so.
Okay, moving myself now. Then
I would like to.
Is there anything back here in this back side of the cave? Back
Well,
here?
before we get to that, okay,
Okay.
so you guys, we need to like... There's going to be things that have triggers that are not just like someone walks into an area. Okay? So let me suspend disbelief and show you behind this for a moment. a few things, right? When you go exploring, who goes needs to be determined. Who goes when and where needs to be determined. You can't just be like, well, Matt's saying a thing, so there's probably going to be a bad thing, so let's move everyone that stayed behind here. Okay? We've done this a lot. So if you know, do you think that everybody is going to be with everybody searching the rest of this cave?
No. Right?
Well, I don't know.
No, I was talking to the rest of them. I'm sorry.
I
I'm
know
not
that
going
I'm
alone.
not gonna go anywhere after having dealt with the monsters that we've been dealing with. That I want to stay together as at least
I mean,
pairs, if not group.
Yeah.
And I am of the opinion that if I'm going to pick two people to be in pairs, it would be myself and Keldor, and it would be the other two in their own group if we had to do that. Otherwise, stick completely together. But that's my opinion on it. And my whole thing is, we know there's still creatures in here. We know that
Okay.
because we haven't cleared out the spiders that are there. I don't want
Mhm.
to necessarily get ambushed by three of them if I'm off by myself
In the
at all.
future, I would like us to consider that the GM is trying very hard to do what the adventurer is saying and to also accommodate, like, you know, so you need to be saying, I am going to go with them or I am going to stay, please, in the future.
Right.
Because
No
of
problem.
where we are
Okay.
on the map, I'm going to suspend that disbelief here and we're going to just trigger a thing because that's what happens. Let me read the trigger to you so that you understand what's happening and why it's a little bit frustrating to me. More than 3 small or larger living creatures are in the area, is the trigger. Okay?
Yeah.
So realize that your actions and what you say and where you are on the map all matter. Okay? So you said, Vra, that you would be 10 feet or so, 10, 15 feet behind Keldor.
Behind Keller, wherever he's heading, I
Then
would
set
follow
yourself
along in the back
there.
behind.
Lucas, are you where you are now?
Yes.
That would be here.
Deckard, are you where you are now?
Yup.
You are. Okay. Lindsay will have come behind. She'll be back a bit. Alright. So,
How long does haste last? Oh, never mind.
it's
It's fine.
off. Alright.
Oh.
So, 3 or small, larger creatures are in the area.
Rar, would you have retched to get rid of second or not?
I didn't say so. I didn't take the time to do so. It's still there.
All right.
There.
I did take off like the grabbed and the other ones that.
Yeah. The ones that made sense.
You're fine. I'm just checking.
Okay,
You
effect.
can also talk to me and I can help for the future.
Yep, well, what you do and the order that you do things matters, folks.
Oh,
Effect.
Yep, that's why I'm telling him for future reference.
Spectral
I'm not changing anything.
figures. Spectral figures of bandits and owlbears manifest in a sudden and overwhelming battle of endless violence. All creatures need to make a will save. Let me pop it up. So I'm going to also create an encounter here. What's going on? Why can I not see that? Ah, yeah. Okay, here is the will save.
It appears that the
woohoo!
button does not line up with where it is on the screen.
No, it doesn't. It's kind of down and to the right on mine.
What?
The will save button is kind of wonky. It works, but it's just not quite where it shows it as for the graphic. Fucking 8.
That's great. We all critically fail.
No, you
Yay!
didn't. No, you
Except
didn't.
Lucas. Except for Lucas. Oh.
Okay.
God damn it.
All right. So, everyone except for Lucas has critically failed, and Lindsay. Is that right?
Mhm.
Okay.
We're all running around fleeing. This is going to really suck.
For me.
No. You can just turn and run with us if we all flee. That's not so bad. You can make that choice. We all run away. If we all run off in random directions,
Can you roll a
that's
check
a little
for Hooting, please?
as we the 100-yard dash for people who don't know where they're going. Bang!
Mhm.
Everybody runs off in different directions.
Pardon the pun.
See, game loves me.
Ow. The 4th critical failure in like 6 rolls.
Um,
Not just yours.
Sudden and overwhelming battle of endless violence. I need you all to roll initiative, please.
My rage effect should be gone by now.
Yeah. 1, 2,
Otherwise I was
3,
still
4,
there.
5. Again. Alright. So, you walked in, you saw buzzing flies in a 20-foot cavern, you saw a wide ledge that along the eastern end of this room, you saw the exit in the west, you had a quick look down there, you saw spider webs. In the northern portion of the cave lies that giant carcass, surrounded by at least half a dozen torn apart humanoid bodies. When 3 of you were in the room, living spectral figures of bandits and owlbears manifest. In a sudden and overwhelming battle of endless violence, Lindsay. She
I'm gonna get somebody's gonna get a fucking catapult missile in the face.
she's trying to work out what the heck is going on. She's gonna make a religion check, I guess. Hang on, no.
Cultism.
So there are spectral figures. Religion.
Religions for undead, specifically,
Hmm.
or creature type usually.
She will try something else because she doesn't know. So occultism. Nope. Try society. She racks her brain and she doesn't know what the heck's going on, but she's very frightened. Um. While these figures, these spectral figures, are manifesting, you cannot reduce your frightened level below 1. Lucas?
Yeah. I'm going to use expeditious inspection to sense motive.
Sense motive on what?
The spectral figures.
Okay. That's really creepy. All right.
Sorry.
Eric?
So, based on what that is, I have critical success, failure stuff to read.
There are no creatures here.
Okay.
So you automatically you don't fail because there is
Sure.
not a target.
Okay. I will
But you've used an action, and you've determined that there are no creatures here.
Okay. I'll do occultism. Absolute terrible.
Fuck's sake, man.
Last one, Arcana. That's better.
Okay. With that, you believe that this area is haunted. You think that sufficient religion checks or potentially nature, given that some of the spirits are bestial, might be sufficient.
Okay. I'm out, but I pass that information along to the group for people that do want to do religion checks or nature checks.
You are also able to point out that while there is not a creature, there might be a way to disable it, as there seems to be a source of power. Okay, I'm going to reveal it. Please do not click on this, anyone. All right? Except to target. Don't go and read it, for example. But, there you go.
Okay.
So that's 2 checks. 3 checks. So you've done.
Yeah, I did 3. Yeah. So I'm done.
Galdor?
Okay.
So Lucas has pointed out that it could be affected, but he doesn't know how effective any attack is going to have.
10, 15, 20,
Nature or religion.
25. I don't want to be near it, so I'm moving away from it since I'm scared. And I will then make a religion check. Pray to Torag, see if I can rack my brain for anything about ghosts.
Yep. Ooh.
Very
Nice. Was this a recall knowledge, or was this to try to disable the...
I don't conceptually understand how this would disable.
You don't, as a player?
Yes,
Okay.
correct.
Thank you. Alright. So, let me educate you. Okay? There are things in the world, and in Pathfinder, that are not creatures, that are specific hazards, that are called haunts. Haunt. Haunt. A haunt is a hazard with a trait called haunt that's a spiritual echo, often of someone with a tragic death or multiple people with a tragic death. Putting a haunt to rest often involves resolving the haunt's unfinished business, either appeasing the spirits or whatever else. A haunt that hasn't been properly put to rest always returns after a time. So you can disable a thing, but it could possibly return.
Got it.
When you are, in mechanics terms, attempting to disable a haunt, it will be different checks for every type of haunt depending on what the story is in the location. Obviously, I
Got it.
can't tell you what the story is here, except for the fact that you literally see an owlbear spirits and bandits fighting each other, and that's enough of a story in itself for now. When
Okay.
these things are identified successfully using a recall knowledge check, which you have, you can determine how you might go about disabling these haunts. In this case, you believe with a critical success. In this case, what I'm going to do in order to, because Lucas tried Arcana, he was able to see that it was a haunt, and then you were able to make this check. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to treat this, and maybe this is not in your favor, but I'm going to treat this as a recall knowledge in this instance. And I'm going to show you something while doing that, okay? So
Okay.
in this instance, we've got a critical success on our religion check. And what Kaldor has determined is that using calling upon nature will a number of times, you believe 3 successful times, will allow you as a group to empathize with the bestial spirits that comprise the haunt and calm them, or religion twice with a higher DC than the nature, but 1 less time. With religion, exorcise the haunt and disperse its energy. And so you know that both of those will disable it. And you also know that you can attack or cast spells at the emanation, which will eventually, potentially, disable it as well. But you have a feeling, which is a correct feeling with a critical success, that either choosing nature or religion or a combination of these things will be more efficient and less painful than the alternative.
Okay. I would like, with my third action, then, to try to appease the spirits with the nature check.
Okay.
Actually, before I do that, is there any action you can take to try and shake off frightened?
No, not that I'm aware of. There are features like that you can have, but I don't believe that we have any offhand. But we might, but not by default, not without other spells, or sometimes like there might be something in DMNix's abilities that do that either now or later on with Frightened. I know that he has the ability, for example, later on to do things with like Sicken, but uh,
I got sickened now.
Sicken now,
From
and it's going to be
medic,
like
but
maybe
not
enfeebled
from
and
potion.
stuff like that later on. Potentially
Yeah.
clumsy, and so things like that. So these all potentially can be affected later on, and there might be spells, but we don't have a spellcaster per se in the group. But by
But now I
default,
can do clumsy, enfeebled, sickened.
Yeah, so that's not frightened. In this case, we don't have anything, so it's just letting it go down, letting it tick, basically. And it will go down by 1 to a minimum of 1. Okay, still
Oh,
go
I take
down.
it back. I did take holistic care, so I can do frightened, stupefied, and stunned.
Yeah, so you can do frightened.
Yep. I forgot that I had taken that. Sorry.
So holistic care says treat condition you need. So you have treat condition,
Should I have that? Mm-hmm.
and you're trained in
Just above it.
diplomacy. So how are you getting access to holistic care? It's just a normal skill feat.
Holistic care is a skill feat that requires the medic dedication.
And you have the medic
It
dedication.
is a medic dedication, yes.
All right. So it says
It's
you
medic
provide
dedication feat.
emotional and spiritual care. Add frightened, stupefied, and stunned to the list of conditions you could reduce with treat condition. Let me read treat condition out. Treat condition is 2 actions. You must be holding healer's tools, or wearing them and have a hand free. You treat an adjacent creature and attempt to reduce normally clumsy, enfeebled, or sickened. Now, in addition, those other things. Frightened, stupefied, and stunned. If you have multiple conditions, attempt a counteract check against the condition. Choose one. Attempt a counteract check against the condition using your medicine modifier as your counteract modifier and the condition source to determine the DC. Blah, 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 blah.
Yep.
So it's not a guaranteed success, it's a counteract check.
Nope.
Is it the same DC as the save is, or is it different?
It's different. Some effects. So counteracting, counteracting is probably, at least in my opinion, the most difficult thing to understand in Pathfinder 2. Okay? This is like high science here. Okay? But counteracting is we compare 2 forces to determine which defeats the other. When attempting a counteract, add the relevant skill modifier. In this case, you've got it written down there, which is medicine. Okay. Against the target's difficulty check, DC. If you're counteracting an affliction, the DC is in the affliction stat block. If it's a spell, use the caster's DC. And the GM can calculate the DC based on the target's effects level. And in this case, the target effects level is very high. Okay? It is 7. It's not 8. It normally would be 8. Okay, but I'm reducing the hazard by 2, as I am with everything else. So the DC is 7 for this, where it normally would be 8. When what you can counteract depends on the check result and the target's counteract rank. If an effect is a spell, its rank is the counteract rank. So it's a rank 7. At level at level 7, this can be. Okay, so you are level 5.
Sorry.
Yeah, I hate counteract. It's so confusing.
If we need to skip counteract for now, we can skip it and do it later. That's fine.
Yeah, basically, on a success, you can do no more than 1 higher of your effect. So we're level 6. Normally, right, with this thing, if it was as it's written, you, even on a success, you wouldn't succeed. Okay, because you can only do 1 rank higher than you. But on a success, you can do it in this case. Okay, I've reduced it by 1. On a critical success, you can do up to 3 levels higher than yours. So we're level 6. You could do up to level 9 if you critically succeed on the counteract check. Okay? So that's the medicine versus its DC. Okay? So that's the basics. We don't need to worry about the table or anything else. That's the basics. It's a little confusing, but that's what it is. Okay? Alright. So,
That's crazy. I was really trying to figure out how that worked, and I didn't even know how that worked.
Yeah, that seems a bit overly
Obtuse?
complicated and obtuse as hell.
It's very
Just a bit.
obtuse.
Alright, so in this case, even with a success, you will be able to counteract it, which is the frightened is. But remember, yeah, yeah, so, and that will be per individual with a 2 action action. Okay?
Yep.
Nice.
Are we done with Keldor? He has
Yes,
done a religion and a
Rolled a
nature.
13. Yep.
I did a bad nature check.
Okay.
So yeah.
So it's
Rolled an
its
8.
turn now.
Or 3. Something like that.
So hazards of all types have routines, okay? And depending on the hazard, there's different amounts of actions for each of these routines. I'm showing us this so that we understand how these work, and perhaps we haven't done that to the degree that we could have earlier. Okay, so I'm going to be doing this here. In this case, the spectral violence is going to churn and flash through the room, and it's going to have 3 actions in this case. And what it says is target 3 separate creatures. So it can't be all on one. It says target 3 separate creatures with ghostly claws, beaks, swords, and arrows. And then at the end of its turn, it's going to take an uprising reaction as well. Okay? So we're going to have 3 attacks against different people. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to do the 2 closest, and then I'm going to roll randomly for the other 3 that are equidistant away. It's going to be a D3. Actually, it's going to be a D4. It's going to be Hordem on 1, Deckard on 2, Kaldor on 3, and Lindsay on 4. Okay? So I'm going to roll for that now. Here it is. It's going to be 3. So that's Kaldor. You're going to be affected by that 3rd attack. Okay?
Okay.
So here it is. I'm going to
Does he
roll
get
it.
map?
What's that?
Does he get multi-attack penalties?
No, it's not a creature.
Okay.
Yeah. Now, when I roll these attacks, we are going to reduce the results by 2 because I am making it a weak hazard, okay? Which I don't think I can do mechanically, but we're just going to calculate it together. Okay? So here is the attack minus 2, whatever it gets. 27 still hits Lucas.
Sure.
Here is the damage. So please take that.
Mm-hmm.
Oh god, D6 persistent bleed.
Here is the
Ooh.
attack.
Ick.
Here's the attack on Vara. Again, minus 2. It still hits you with a minus 2. Here is the damage. Please take that. And Kaldor,
My frightened didn't go down by 1.
it didn't.
You have to do it yourself.
Oh,
You have to manually do it.
Thank you.
okay. Now it's done.
Cool. And here is it on you. It will just hit you still.
Mm-hmm.
And here is your damage.
Oof.
Alright. Now, I want you now, each, please, to manually edit your health.
Mm-hmm.
And heal yourselves for 5 hit points, please. This is to reduce the severity of the haunt and keep it at about the same level as we're adjusting it to.
Thank you.
Okay. So that's its stuff. And then at the end of its turn, it says it takes the spectral uprising reaction. Which is what has just happened.
Oh, okay.
So do we need new will saves? I guess we do. So that's how I read it.
You're talking, we can't hear you.
I can hear him just fine.
We're gonna pop that up, and everyone's gonna make another check, please. So
Hey, it's not.
if it's better, too bad. Unless it's a critical
Does
success.
anybody else not hear him?
What?
You should pop in and out of video.
Oh shit, it's me. I can't hear anybody. Hang on.
So this is just frightened levels.
Yeah.
It
it
is if you fail, your maximum of frightened 1. If you critically fail, it goes to 3. So adjust that for yourselves. If you critically succeed,
I'm already at 3. Yay.
yeah, so it doesn't go up again unless you do save worse, okay?
I failed.
Yeah, so
Sorry, it was my personal thing. My bad.
yeah, it goes to 1 for you. So
Thank you.
you're very welcome. That is the end of its turn. Deckard.
Mhm.
Sorry to take a little bit with that, but hopefully that means that when we do these things again, that you have much more knowledge going in and can understand a little bit better. Okay?
What you gonna do, Deckard?
I'm going to poke you in your bloody spot and then laugh at you and be like, you're bleeding. As I stick gauze in it and stop it from bleeding.
Alright, so we're
You're creepy.
first aid, right?
Yeah. I'm going to administer first aid.
This is 2 actions.
Yep.
With a 26, perform first aid on an adjacent creature that is dying or bleeding. In this case, bleeding. If a creature is both, that's whatever. Stop bleeding. Attempt a medicine check on a creature that is taking persistent damage. The DC is usually the DC of the effect that caused the bleed. This will easily pass. With a success, the target loses. Sorry, no. With bleeding, the target benefits from an assisted recovery. With the lower DC for the particularly appropriate help. Assisted recovery says you can take steps to help yourself or help an ally. So on your turn, Mixed, you get a flat check at the start of your turn as well as at the end of your turn to recover from the bleed. So
Okay.
that is what he has enabled for you. Is an extra. It's an extra flat check. He doesn't just do it, but you get an extra check.
Yep.
Okay.
And then
Okay.
One more action for Thecker.
can I? Yep. Last action. Lore Master lore. Can I do that and see if I can figure out any other details or assist in how to deal with it? Because I don't really have religion or nature. Or is that those are the only options?
As written, it is, but I'm not really interested in only doing what is written either.
I'm more asking if I can use it as an aid another instead of directly going for it. Can I use Lore Master lore to mention some information about the type of thing to someone else to aid their next check?
If you pass your check, yeah, I see that
Yeah.
is reasonable.
I see that makes more sense than it directly being used
Mm-hmm.
for it. But
Yeah, no, that's great. So
18.
18.
Creative use of abilities? We can't be having that.
All right. So in this case, we're not quite rolling high enough, I don't think. I mean, unless we consider it an aid. Let's consider it an aid. Okay, that is making this very
That's what I was
powerful.
thinking is an aid check.
But sure, let's
Just trying to
do
help
that.
someone else.
So we're ruling in your favor, okay, and allowing you to aid. Who are you,
Thank you.
going to aid? You have to determine who.
Who's going next? It would be
Me.
Vrar. Vrar, how good are you at nature?
Well, you're about to find out. You so,
I'm
Bra.
gonna aid Vrar.
Theckard is trying to aid you with his
As I'm bandaging
encyclopedic
his
knowledge.
body, I'm like, so stay a while and listen to this. So we have this information on these ghosty things, okay? If you need to, calm their spirits, it'll help them feel better.
Really? So you want me to? Oh, that's sorry. That's what I want.
So
Nature
you
check.
get before you make your nature check, make your recovery check, which is a flat check.
Oh, that's right. Right. Yep. Hold on.
Yeah, recovery.
And if you get 15 or above, then the bleeding will stop. The bleeding will stop.
Hey, goodbye, bleeding.
There it goes.
All right. Okay, so now I'm gonna make the nature check.
And you have his aid.
Yep.
So I did not add in the +2 to that, so
That's
that
fine.
would be the 22. Yeah. So
Unfortunately, even with your aid, you still have not quite appeased the spirits in this check.
and with that, with my last action, I'm going to
No, it's
aid
not.
another.
It wasn't an action to do the flat check. So
Oh,
it's just a free. It's
That was a freebie.
So you have two actions.
two actions left. I will. I'm gonna retch
Good idea.
for one of them. She'll give me a fortitude save.
I figured the bleed was more important than
Yeah. So that
sickened
goes
or
away,
fear to get rid of.
and you have one
Okay.
last action.
I'm gonna hold action to aid whoever's next for a
Prepare
nature
to
check.
aid. So you can only aid
Okay, I
Thecker.
just
So we ruled a special thing.
because I'm right there. Yep.
Yeah. So he got a very powerful thing where he could select anyone, but he still chose you, which is closer to what aid normally does.
I'm gonna aid Theckard then.
Yep. Beautiful.
So you want me to make the nature check for that now? Or
No,
just
no,
wait
no.
till
When
the-
he does, so your aid becomes a reaction, and it's when someone does a thing, you decide this is the check that I'm going to aid, and then you roll the same check as they do. You don't have to declare what it
Okay,
is
what the check
until they do
is,
the
or-
action.
Okay, got it.
You're just getting ready, and then you're like, that one, go. Lindsay, having heard what she has, knows that she's not very good at nature or religion. She is going to cast Dispel Magic. And she's going to target the thing. She's going to target it. And we're going to roll a counteract check. Here it is. And no. And then she's going to Inspire Courage. Okay. That's her turn. Lucas?
Yeah, I'm gonna do my nature check. Um,
Remember, in my narrative too, like, if you think of creative things that are not
yeah,
what's written, I will sometimes honor them if it makes sense.
yeah, I'm thinking about that right now. Like my occultism is 12 and my religion is 2. Would that be something that I could? Although my nature is 12, so technically I can roll nature instead.
Do the nature check.
That's what I was thinking about. Let's see. If I say so, I kind of feel like I'm with the experience that I went through with the pact and everything. I feel like I have a relatively closer tie to nature than everybody else. If I say kneel and roll high enough on nature, is that going to provide me with maybe a bonus?
Let's find out.
Okay. I will kneel down.
Calm
So
down.
make yourself prone then.
Okay. Let's do that then. Status. Where's prone? There's prone. Alright. I am prone.
So that's one action.
Now I'm going to roll 17.
That's very good. So you make 1 degree of success toward disabling this. What I'm going to do to reflect that is I'm going to deal 22 damage to it, which is a third of its health.
Sure.
Because you knelt, you're not sure. You believe that that's doing something. Kneeling. You feel attuned to nature as you kneel and think on it.
Okay.
Okay. You have one last action.
Yeah, I'll do the nature roll again.
Ooh. That is not enough.
Yeah, damn.
Still very good. Kaldor?
Do I let
Yeah.
them know that kneeling seems to help?
I'm going to
You
make
can,
a
yeah.
nature attack.
I would like to make them know that kneeling seems to help.
You need to make your flat check to try to recover at the end of the round from the bleed too.
Yeah, but he doesn't get one now. He gets it at the end.
At the end of his turn, right?
Caldor,
Lucas
yeah.
gets-
Yeah,
Lucas
Lucas
gets
gets his, yeah. So, Lucas, you need to roll that
Oh,
recovery
shit.
check.
Yeah, okay.
And you need to apply the damage.
Okay.
Does your mic have like an auto gain on it or something? Because you're really quiet again. That's
No. Not that I know of. Oh, it's. Oh, wow. It is at auto game. I'll figure it out. I'll fix it later. 1d20.
There's literally a button called roll recovery check under your persistent damage, dude. But
Well,
that's
yeah.
fine. So just take the damage.
Yep.
Keldor?
okay. I am going to attempt a nature check.
That's for my bleed.
I mean, again, it was literally in the chat, but okay, you need to look at the...
Sorry.
What? Sorry, what did I do?
It was talking.
Nothing that you did.
Oh.
Lucas is just not looking at the chat. Alright. Yes, so Keldor, concentrating on your knowledge of nature, you do manage to succeed once to try to appease these bestial spirits. You have 2 actions left.
Can I try that action again?
Yes, you may.
Okay.
And because I have reduced the level of it to 7, that is going to work, and it wouldn't normally. So,
Okay.
with that, the endless struggle is brought to 0, which means that the swirling goes away and the spirits go away. And you have appeased the bestial spirits enough to calm them for now.
Okay. I guess my last action, I am going to I don't have a healer's kit, so I can't try and like stop bleeding right myself. Need a healer's kit to do that.
So you can...
Yep.
You get a recovery check at the end anyway, so it'll just be that after you've ended your turn. So when you press end turn... But yeah, I don't think that there's anything else you can do. And once you've ended your turn... Oh, although it took us out of initiative. So just roll... Yeah, and then... So you'll
Roll
take the
recovery
damage,
check.
and then you roll a recovery check. You don't succeed, so technically we finish the encounter. Keldor is still bleeding, but someone can go and help him. Does Lindsay have... a medicine kit? No. So it'll just be...
I can.
Yeah.
Who needs it?
Keldor.
Keldor.
And Lucas.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I will go ahead and go help Keldor. We'll do another administration of first aid.
Lucas, I'll need a recovery check from you, please.
Okay.
Quick question. Administer first aid only shows medicine check. However, I have an ability via my class that says I can replace every medicine check with a crafting check as a chirurgeon. Is that something I can just throw the difference of the modifier in on the roll, or just roll crafting instead? Or how do you want that handled? Because I was realizing that I'd administer first aid in combat, but I didn't want to hold combat, or not combat, encounter up, so I didn't bother asking at the time.
What's
A
the
lot of
ability?
damage.
The chirurgeon's ability the Churgeon field allows you to use what do you call it?
Crafting
Crafting
instead of medicine.
for in place of medicine. It is under the research field, Churgeon, field benefits. You can use your proficiency rank in crafting for anything that requires a proficiency rank in medicine, such as prerequisites. And you can use your crafting modifier in place of your medicine modifier for all medicine checks.
Yeah, so you just get that.
Okay.
So
It is a +2 difference.
yeah, so you get +2. Yep. Cool. So you stop Kaldor's bleeding. Oh no, you give him an extra check. So Kaldor, you can make 2 now. 10 and 19. So you'll just take 1 lot of damage by the looks of that. Yeah. Yeah. So it'll just be that 3. And then Lucas.
Yep.
I'm guessing does Theko go and help Lucas as well?
Yeah, next time I get a chance. Yeah, that was where I was going to go next.
Thank you.
So Lucas, you've got another recovery check to make for me.
Okay.
I'm gonna lay on hands myself.
I can't do both, so can only do one at a time.
Okay. Hang on. Okay, one more time. Where's it? All right.
There you
go. Thank you.
Apparently, I can at least roll decent for the medicine checks.
Oh,
so
thank
at least the
you.
game doesn't hate me when it comes to medicine checks. Yeah.
So you get to make 2 if the first one doesn't work.
Okay. Where is it? Find it. Okay. So if I click the roll recovery check under Caldor, does that work, or is it just about to be mine?
Just roll d20s at this point. We're too far.
Okay. Oh, sure. Of course.
Okay. And your second one.
Oh.
Nope. All right, he's still bleeding. Theko, you want to keep trying to help him?
Yeah.
All right, let's see it.
I'll do 2D.
Shake my head at
I'll
him.
do 2d6 for the damage, right?
No.
Okay.
Maybe
I'm
the
doing
pack
damage
that
to you.
Oh, okay. All right. Sorry.
Maybe the pack that you gave made it so that you're bleed, you're a hemophiliac.
Doesn't work that way. Oh yeah.
Okay, so you get another 2 checks.
1d20.
All right.
You know, you can click
There
on
you
the
go.
bleed thing, and it does all that for you.
All right, so we finally get there. And now, because the spirits are gone, everyone can remove their frightened. I'm doing for you now. All right. And after all of that,
Yeah.
we see the corpses of many bandits wearing their armor. So there's studded leather armor, shields, daggers, long swords, short bows, arrows.
I'll take all the arrows.
Of course you would.
Does anybody else use arrows?
Yes.
Who?
So I will reveal that. Remember, guys,
Okay.
just because we have a stash doesn't mean you can just go crazy. So
Sure.
just
Ekandayo uses arrows.
be maybe a little realistic as you loot these things. This is not.
Sure. I'll take 40.
So take the silver. And we'll tell the town that the rest is here. They can pick it up if they're ever in the neighborhood.
Mm-hmm. All right. Cool. So that all said and done. Does anyone have any other questions? You search through the rest of the cavern. Okay. The spiders and the centipede and stuff in the spider nest have basically destroyed each other. There's nothing there to loot. We have all the rest, so you can consider this place cleared.
Sweet.
I'm gonna look to see what would it take to collapse the room that all the bodies are in the back as a burial.
I mean,
Engineering.
it's still gonna come back. Like the haunt is still gonna come back. Only if we exercise the demons is it not gonna come back.
I
So
don't have
Yes.
engineering, so
what you know, okay, I'm going to give you the benefit of the doubt, okay, because we had some really good checks earlier. As these things depart this time, you believe that they will come back, but you believe that with the death of the living owlbear that you had in the next room, that after maybe a week or two, no more energy will remain for that to continue. So that haunt will be back, but after about a week or two, it can no longer come back, can no longer exist. So
Okay,
you just
thank you
have
for
to
that.
not come back within that period of time, or not send a recovery team in that time, knowing that it is definitely going to come back within 24 hours. But after 2 weeks, a week or 2 weeks to be safe, you believe that it will not.
Okay.
If we have
I
a
made
little
an
bit more
engineering
time,
check.
if we have a little bit more time, I'll start working on patching up Farrar as well.
Well, there's nothing here that's a
It's
threat.
basically if they're not saying we're running away, then I'm going to do it. I just wanted to make sure that they're not like, yeah, we're leaving right now. So
I mean, it
this is
also
to them more than you,
depends
Matt.
whether.
I'm not running away. I'm leaning up against the wall and acting all winded and pretending like I don't want. That's what I'm doing.
So, is that what Lucas? Is that where Lucas is going?
I mean, I was leaving.
Will you not take off from where everybody else is? Remember how he just said that?
It's clear, but it's clear, right?
I think I want to hero point that.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
Lucas,
Yes.
I need you to
Okay.
grab the edge, please.
Yes, sir.
It's a reflex save.
Okay.
It's in there in the thing.
You're lucky.
Where did that trigger?
It will be. You'll take a little bit of damage.
Okay.
It'll be half this.
There
Okay.
you go.
Okay.
So yeah, you grab an edge and you take half, but
Like,
the
where's-
floor's collapsed. It
Where
was
did
in the
where?
area that we
Okay.
hadn't gone, dude.
Okay. That's fine. I just wanted to know so I could move myself back there.
Assuming that's for me.
No.
Yeah,
Oh.
I clicked it for you.
Awesome. Thank you.
You should be feeling a little better.
So there's a great big gaping hole here now.
Yeah.
Okay.
And we all hear the crash of stone.
Go
Where did Lucas go?
down here.
Sounds like down. Sounds like down.
He calls out that he's all right. He's like, I'm all right.
I am all right.
All right, guys, let's go find out where Wayward
I made
Bumpkin
an
is.
engineering check while he was healing up Varar.
Yeah. Are we wanting to take the day to try and make
I just
this?
wanted to know how, if that was something that we should
Yeah.
Yeah, I
do.
figured I was just looking at it and seeing if it was possible.
Yeah. So as I said, it's going to take all of you 8 hours of a full day work, and then crafting checks as if you spent the whole day crafting in order to do what you want to do with this. Or it will take one person 4 days, or 2 people 2 days, or however you want to divvy it up.
I'm fine doing lots of crafting checks.
Apparently, Lucas isn't okay making any crafting checks because he's not where we need to be to do it.
I'm coming.
He's just like wandering
you know
around.
what? Like, so I wanted to see the outside. I just wanted to see the outside because I've been in this damn cave for so long. I just wanted to know
We
that the
may
outside
have been in here
existed
for an
still.
hour. I didn't realize an hour was that long.
I
Yeah.
like the cave. This is
I don't
almost
think it's even been
home.
that long.
I like the cave. This is almost home, except
Mm.
for the bodies.
Like, PTSD is a real thing.
I was
It
about to
really
ask that,
is.
Farrar, because if you're going to say the bodies made it more like home, I'd be very disturbed by you.
Okay, so cool. So
All right. That's
you,
good.
yeah, whoever wants to, if you do want to, if the others don't want to help, they're gonna have to spend the 8 hours somewhere nearby doing something else. Full work days doing something else.
What do I start with?
It's crafting checks for those that are trying to preserve this owlbear. Yep, that's fine.
Farrar, Kildor, is it what you wish to do, is to work on this beast instead of going back to town?
Yeah.
I want to take this thing with us back to town. This is a trophy that will last for history
You got
of
outvoted.
this whole. I am a glory hound. I said hound.
Very well.
Alright. So 1 crafting check is passed. 2 crafting checks have passed. 3 crafting checks have passed. So you're gonna have to spend. So we spend 1 day, and you're nearly there. So we're gonna need to spend 1 more day, and all of you that want to keep on working at it can make a check. So we spend 2 days here, and that's fine. So it's gonna be a total of 2 days. So I'm gonna call it the morning of Friday that we come back, and it's gonna be dawn. Oops, my apologies. Doing that again.
And we're going to take that ugly carcass back to town.
Dawn, and you have succeeded in hollowing it out. It only took you 2 full working days. It is.
Do we get rest
Such
for the
a
night?
beast.
Yes, you can rest.
Yeah.
Okay. Just
All right. So when we resume, it's going to be dawn on Friday the 22nd of Erastus. We are still going to be here, but we can head off back home. Do you just want to be back home after 3 hours and call it
If you don't mind.
9
Yeah,
o'clock?
It's where we're heading.
2, 3.
Yeah.
Actually, no.
to
It's
bring
a
me
few
back
more
to
hours, isn't it? Hang on, let me check. Stolen lands,
only
because it
thing-
was.
better than bringing back the carcass like this would be if we had been able to somehow be riding the
1,
damn thing
2, so 6. It'll be 6 hours. So it's
What,
going to
like
be.
Well, we could each get in one of the legs
back.
and then start
I am
hopping.
So we
no,
can
I don't. I'll go ahead. No, I don't want attacked by the townsfolk.
we
Go
can
ahead, Matt.
resume next time in the capital of Fenoth. It is going to be 12 noon on the 22nd of Erastus when you get back, having hauled the body of this owlbear all the way back to town. And we will resume our next session here after succeeding on this owlbear hunt. Congratulations, guys. Well done. I hope you're feeling good. And we will be back next week with more, hopefully with no more issues. And Yemnix and I will be back for Eolus on Thursday
Eolus.
evening,
Yeah.
American time, and Friday morning or Friday midday my time. And on DM Nexus channel on Saturday, we'll have Cyberpunk. So tune in for those things as well. Hope you all had a good session. We're going to see if there's someone to raid out to and go to
Lollygaggers.
they're around. The Lollygaggers. No, not at all. Please look after yourselves, everyone. Be kind to yourselves and to one another. And from me, Matt and a Hat, we'll see you soon on the flip side. Let's give our love to the Lollygaggers as we go raid. Here is the raid message. Please copy and paste. And say hi to these fine folks as we head off. Catch you next time.